Today we're going to discuss the DISC personality profile test. Why do we care about the DISC test? Well, it's a way to summarize behaviors and personality traits in a format so that we can learn about ourselves and also learn how to sell to those styles. So the first step in this is I want you to pause this video, go to that website right there, which is going to take you to this Intermetrics. Intermetrics, you're going to fill out some information, and then they're going to email you or give you a PDF summary of your own DISC personality profile test. What I recommend you do when you take the test is go with your gut instinct on answers. Do not overthink it. You're going to end up with wonky results. Once you've taken that test, I want you to read through the results and see what you think. Then bring a copy of it to class, the next Tuesday class. I'd love to talk about it in those classes. But I'm going to show you right here, what is the DISC? The DISC is an acronym that stands for 4 main personality profiles in the model of the DISC, which is dominance, influence, steadiness, and conscientiousness. Boy, that's a big word. The D personality tends to be confident, placing an emphasis on accomplishing bottom line results. D's, I like to call them my doers. They're going to drive, they're going to be determined, they're going to get things done. The I personalities tend to be more open with an emphasis on relationships, influencing and persuading others. I's are the life of the party. The I's are talkative, chatty Cathy types. Your S personalities tend to be dependable. I like to say they're sincere and they're steady. We call these our steadies. C personalities have an emphasis on quality, accuracy, expertise, and competency. C's are competent. I tend to say your S and C personalities are more of your engineer type personalities. So let me flip back. Okay. This will give you kind of a good matrix. So your D's and I's tend to be more assertive. Your S and C's tend to be a little less assertive. Your I's and S's tend to be very responsive, and your D's and C's tend to be less responsive. Drivers are fast-paced, influencers are fast-paced, but your drivers are impatient, and your influencers tend to be a little bit more patient. Again, your influencers are all relationship-based. Your drivers are all about doing. Your compliance are conservative. They're going to be slow and steady. Your your S's are very steady. Also a little more slow. So again, you're going to want to take the test, analyze where do you fall on the spectrum, and then realize that you're going to have some weaknesses as it relates to real estate. Real estate is sales. So if you're not a D or an I, you tend to be more SC. You're going to have to push yourself out of your comfort zone to do the DI tasks. The I tasks in real estate are those relationships. To give you an example, I'm a D. I'm a doer. I'll go do things all day long, but my I is a little lower. I have to force myself to have the conversations to develop the relationships. I love relationships, but I don't want relationships with 5,000 people. I'd rather have 5 really high quality relationships. So in sales, I have to force my I to come out and build those relationships. SCs are going to have to force themselves out of their comfort zone. They can't analyze and study forever. They've got to go out and be that doer, that driver. And then they've also got to build those relationships, which is going to be a little harder for you. So understanding where you are, what your weaknesses are, and what you have to overcome to be successful in real estate is really important. I'm going to keep going here. So let's understand your DISC in sales. How do you adjust your inner, what's the word I'm looking for? Your inner instincts, right? Your instincts to match your client and where they're at. I believe it's really important to assess where your client is, but asking key questions to try and gauge, are they a D, an I, an S, or a C? When you're talking to a buyer, you ask them to describe their perfect home to you. The way they describe that home will help you understand where they fall on the spectrum. Same thing with sellers, asking a future seller to describe their current home to you. A driver, when they're describing their home, is going to be very to the point. There's no fluff about it, right? They're not talking about the beautiful views and the great friends with the neighbors. They're just talking about the 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2,000 square foot home. That's a one story. They're giving you the facts. Your I, your influencer, when they describe the home, is going to talk about the great relationships and all the neighbors and all the parties that they either want to have or have been having in the home, that kind of thing. Your S's are going to be very factual, going to have a long list of things to give to you. They may even want to email you the spreadsheet of what they've prepared. Your C's are kind of the same way as the S's. They are very, very specific, lots of detail. So when you figure out who your client is, you then need to change up the pitch to match the client's personality type. So again, for the driver, you don't want to spend a lot of time on fluff. You want to get to the point. If you're on a listing appointment with them, they want to know, what is the home worth? What are you going to charge them? And how quickly can we get it done? Your I is going to talk and talk and talk. That listing appointment is going to take forever. Your S and C is going to be a long listing appointment. They're going to ask you lots and lots of questions, and then they're probably not going to let you sign that listing agreement at that appointment. They're going to want to think about it. They take a long time to make decisions. Your D's tend to be very quick and to the point on decisions. Your I's will make quick decisions if they like you. So again, the I is about building that relationship. D is about giving them the facts. Your S and C's are about asking them the questions and making sure you answer all their questions. Let's continue. Oh, that's the end of the DISC piece. All right. That's it for that video. We'll see you on the next one.